Hello Guardians, Zombie here with Xenar Gaming. Today we're looking at Destiny 2 and we're looking at the new Faction Rally 1.2 that was just announced yesterday on November 3rd. Actually I'm sorry, November 2nd. I'm looking at my clock wrong. And the Faction Rallies guys were announced to start on November 7th and run through the 13th. We heard they were coming back up again soon, and we heard that we were going to get one more before Season 1 ended. But we now have official dates from the 7th through the 13th. So looking at a few things they've changed. First of all is the token system that we're getting this time. They've done a few changes. Now whenever you do strikes, they've moved it to where you get 5 to 9 tokens at the end of a strike instead of 3 to 7. If you do Nightfall, you can get anywhere from 10 to 18. So if you're lucky enough to get 18, that'll almost give you a package right there. Destroying enemy resources no longer rewards tokens. A lot of you may have known that on Titan there was a great location that you could get 6 within a minute and respawn back at that location. 6 times 60, I mean, you're looking at what, 360 right there. It was a little more, a little less. It kind of depended on how your run was and if a certain ones spawned, but I mean, you could get easily over 300 per hour, and it was an easy way for a lot of people to get their minimum 30 to complete all the gear that they would have gotten from the factions. But not only that, now that lost sectors were used that way, and if you guys remember, you had to do this stuff solo whenever you were doing these lost sectors, because when you did fire teams, the only person who got the coins was the person who did the actual destroying itself, which for me, a lot of my friends, whether I played in the same faction with them or not, we all went solo because we needed those coins. Well, the way they did it now, to get these tokens, you everyone in the fire team gets them now, but they only get them by opening up the chest at the end. So farming the lost sectors is no longer the quickest way to do it. Now these things that we had to destroy, the resources, those will be back at those locations, because that will be one of the challenges like it was before, but it's no longer going to be something you can farm doing that way. So it kind of depends. What do you think will be quicker? You can still run through some lost sectors fairly quick, get to the end, get the 3 tokens. So depending on the location, it may not be the worst idea still. But besides that, I'm not sure if I mentioned the heroics. If I mentioned anything in duplicate, I do apologize. But with the heroics public events, we used to get 8 for completing them, and now we get 5. That I don't agree with, definitely, because some of these things are hard to get and some of them are hard to do. I know I've done some solo, and I've had some that were completely hopeless solo, depending on the one you're doing. So you may not have enough people to assist you, and that 8, whenever you don't have enough people, is definitely a reasonable reward in my opinion. But I think one of the reasons they did this, they don't like for people to do particular grinding farming methods in these in this game, in this franchise, and that goes all the way back to the Loot Cave in Destiny 1. But what they did was they removed the ability to farm the lost sectors those ways, and they wanted people to focus more on strikes. I don't know about you guys, but regular strikes are probably one of the most underutilized modes in this game. I know I don't do them myself normally because I can't get people to do them with me because people just don't see enough reward coming from them. So I think they primarily just try to put a little bit more focus on those. So not only that, they're also they're bringing new weapons in for the new monarchy. They have a they have a sidearm. They also have a hand cannon. They have a sniper rifle, and I believe that's an assault rifle. But it's either that or auto rifle, either that or pulse rifle. They also for the new future war cult, they have a sidearm. It looks like maybe one that has a 3 or 5 shot burst or something like that. They have a submachine gun, grenade launcher, and I believe that is a fusion rifle, but it's very possible. I could be wrong about that one. I don't use fusions or pulses that often. Easy enough. What it seems they're doing for the Dead Orbit again. Dead Orbit seems they're going to do a scout rifle. They're going to do a submachine gun, I believe an auto rifle, and the 4th one may be a fusion rifle, but I believe It almost looks like another scout rifle to me, but it's not. I know it's not. But for the rewards, guys, for the actual winning event gear that we're going to get this time around, if you pledge New Monarchy, you're going to get a sword. If you do Future War Cult, you're going to get a fusion rifle. And if you do Dead Orbit, you're going to get a grenade launcher. Now, these aren't things I normally use. I normally use the rocket launcher itself, followed by the sword. So I'll probably do New Monarchy this time around. Also because I like their armor better for the Warlocks, in my personal preference. But that's it, guys, for the Faction Rally update for this time around. What faction are you guys going to pledge? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if there's any particular weapons you want to get your hands on, and which of the 3 main weapons from the factions winning that you want the most. There it is, guys. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, comment below, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.